Abdul Carter, get down to the ground, buddy, and lay on him. Lay on his ass. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting up. Your play is over. Your play is done.
The way that we live is not for everybody.
Nah, that ain't it, y'all.
How do you think the rest of Jaden Daniels' career is going to go? If we're, 6, 7 games into Jaden Daniels' career, and he's already milking injuries? Like,
stop saying my name, you dick riding bastard. I love the way she move it, shake it on me. When she cry for him, and shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty love again now, she's confident.
Alright, y'all, welcome back to yet another episode of the Ghetto Film Breakdown. And the reason I say it's ghetto is because your man Juan Gotti don't got access to his own film. So we watching it through YouTube. If y'all like this series and want me to continue it, please let me know by leaving a like on this video, subscribing to the channel, and turn on post notifications. We want to go to 10,000 subscribers. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new. Turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new content like this to the channel. Let's get straight to it. So we got our first round pick, Oregon left tackle Josh Conerly Jr. As we know, JCJ shut down eventual Giants edge rusher and pick Abdul Carter. And I am excited and elated about this competition because we're going to be seeing that matchup for the next 10, 15 years if both guys' careers play out to be really good. And with Josh Conerly Jr. being in the Big Ten, not only did he have to face Abdul Carter, he also had to face JT from Ohio State, who eventually ended up going to the Indianapolis Colts. So we're going to start it off by looking at the film against Abdul Carter. It's not that many clips, but it is enough to analyze, and then we're going to move on. Let's do it. First things you're going to notice about JCJ is he is super, super quick. That does not shock anybody, especially since we know how fast he is and light he is on his feet. Look at the Josh Conerly Jr. challenge, right? Shout out to my guy that started it. Look how quick he is. A guy that size should not be moving that fast or be that light. But check this out right here. Look how quick he is off of the snap, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Fast as hell. Push. Already dropping back. Abdul Carter, get down to the ground, buddy, and lay on him. Lay on his ass. You know what I'm saying? You ain't getting up. Your play is over. Your play is done. You're finished. Lay on him. This is what we call a pancake. Just go ahead and get a syrup, and we good to go. You know what I'm saying? Get some syrup, and we good, baby. Let's rewatch that one more time. Quick as hell off the snap, shutting down Abdul Carter, putting him in the dirt. You ain't no match for JCJ. That's what he told him and Dylan Gabriel at halftime. Another angle, look at this, pushing him up the field. That's one thing that you got to love about a tackle. That's one thing that they teach you, even starting young, even in Little League. Get your man and just push him up the field. Push him out of the play. That's all you got to do. And that's simply what he did. And the biggest thing about Abdul Carter that sets him apart is his physical strength and also how quick he is. But one of the downsides is obviously if you match that up with a quick and agile left tackle, it's gonna be mano y mano, right? Like he's going to be able to be really good when he's playing flat-footed left tackles or guys that aren't able to move as quick as a Josh Conerly Jr. That's the reason why he struggled, is because he kind of had his match. And I'm not saying Abdul Carter was just totally trash and whatnot, because he had his moments as well. But look how fast he isn't just pushing him out of the play. That's all you got to do. Just push him out of the play, buy your quarterback some time, and that's what he did. Now, could you say this is holding right here? If you want to nitpick, could you call this holding and say he's not? Maybe you can say that, but by that time, Dylan Gabriel was already out of his vicinity, so I don't know. But definitely quick as hell, bro. That's the biggest thing that I've seen. Now on this play right here, this is actually a good play by Abdul Carter, as he's able to drive his hands into the chest of Josh Conerly Jr., as he's able to just push him back into the lap of Dylan Gabriel. Dylan Gabriel was able to escape, though. But that's actually the first play on the clips thus far that you can actually say, you know, Abdul Carter actually won that rep. Now, that's something that is a little bit that you're getting with Josh Conerly Jr. He's not the heaviest guy. I still think he's 300 plus pounds, but he's more on like the light 300 plus pound than he is more so heavy wise. So I don't know if getting some more weight on him it would be cool, or if it was just a good rep by edge rusher that eventually ended up going top 3 in the NFL draft. So not a surprise at all that he got some good reps as well. Here you got another play in which Abdul was trying to dip inside, and Josh Conerly Jr. was able to get his hands and push him out of play. But also, what I think helped Josh Conerly Jr. a lot this season too is Dillon Gabriel was able to get the ball out of his hands quite often, quite fast. And I'm not sure if that's just a byproduct of Oregon's system, which I assume it is, opposed to just being Dillon Gabriel's game style, getting the ball out of his hands quick. And it's college, right? College, you're not taught to have the ball in your hands that long. So he also did abide by that success, or he did kind of have that benefit, and he wasn't asked to block for very, very long. But in the times that he did have moments where he looked good, but also moments where he got pushed back into the lap of the quarterback. But that happens, right? You're not going to win every single rep, because that's just not realistic. Again, these guys are NFL players too. I mean, like, look at this, though. This is so impressive right here, though, if we've been honest. Look at him quick, able to kind of bounce back, because the Bill Carter originally dipped his shoulder, got kind of around him, but he's able to get back into the play and just push him up the field. Shout out to Dillon Gabriel for buying some time, stepping up in the pocket, but definitely a good battle. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a good battle back and forth, and he ended up finishing through the rep. That's the biggest thing. No matter how the rep starts, always finish through your reps, because you never know what can happen. So for the better part of that matchup, Josh Conerly Jr. definitely was handling his own and kind of was dominating it too. But again, it's no shot at Abdul Carter. He is definitely going to be really good as well. Now, this is another first-round defensive lineman that went into the draft with the Indianapolis Colts from Ohio State, JT T. I'm just going to call him JT T because I don't like messing up guys' names. But you're going to see here, him and Josh Conerly Jr. kind of had a similar matchup as well, where Conerly is going up against a guy that kind of, he matches his size, if you know what I'm saying, speed and stuff like that. So Conerly was able to get his hands in his chest, and he was able to dip around Josh Conerly some plays and wreak havoc. But right here, Josh Conerly was able to fire off the snap, get his hands on him originally. JT did a good job of fighting him off, and he was able to kind of limit the game right there. Going back to this play right here, Josh Conerly Jr. did a good job of just pushing him out. This looked like some type of speed option or handoff, to the running back, and Josh Conerly Jr. was able to just push him out. And that's all you really got to do. Right here, it's a run to the edge. Just push him out of the play. Get him out of the play. You don't have to be the cleanest block, but just make sure your man isn't the one making the tackle. And here, great pass protection as well. But again, Dillon Gabriel also did a dang good job a lot of times this season getting the ball out of his hands, as Josh Conerly was able to kind of bump JT coming around that edge, but Dillon Gabriel was able to just get the ball out of his hands and find open target, which time and time again, Oregon faced teams in which they were able to do that against, so he also benefited from that. But this handoff right here, Josh Conerly Jr. pushed JT out of the play. Now 72 opens up that lane, and he kind of sneaks between Josh Conerly Jr. and 72 for a modest gain. On this play, again, he just bumps into the chest of JT, kind of trying to overpower him. This right here is a good battle. This is a good battle. I love to see that right here. This is the first time throughout the film that I've seen Josh Conerly Jr. really have to pass protect for a longer period of time. Because normally, like I said, Dillon Gabriel was getting the ball out of his hands within the first 2-3 seconds of the play. This time, he had to actually work and actually keep his man off him as his quarterback was going through his progressions and process. So look at this. He immediately makes contact. 1, 2, 3, 4. Basically 5 seconds, and Josh Conerly Jr. was able to hold his own. So this is what I am most looking forward to, because not every time is something going to be super open. Not every time are you going to be able to just blow past the guy. You're going to have to sometimes sit in them trenches and block for 5, 6, shoots maybe even 7 seconds at a time. So this is the thing that I'm looking at more so than his running blocking ability or his ability to just blow guys off the ball. How long can you stand in the trenches and hold your man up so your quarterback can have time to deliver from a clean pocket? As both tackles actually did a dang good job, and Dylan Gabriel didn't end up finding anything, but that was a really, really good play by me, by Josh Conerly Jr. Again, not a good ball by Dylan Gabriel, but watch Josh Conerly Jr. more importantly getting in the chest of JT, just keeping him in front of him and just standing his ground and pushing him out of the way. That's why, you know, watching tackle film is very simple. You know what I'm saying? Is he getting beat inside? Is he getting beat outside? Is he having bad leverage? Is he being heavy-footed? Is he light on his feet? That it's so simple to break down tackle film or offensive lineman film because it's not really challenging to understand. On this play here, Dylan Gabriel standing clean in the pocket again. 44 JT kind of gets a little bit of some pushing Josh Conerly back into the pocket. But again, Dylan Gabriel is able to get the ball out of his hands very quickly. So again, the biggest concern for me that I've seen thus far is just maybe Josh Conerly Jr. needs to put on a couple more pounds because he is a little light up there, in my opinion. Now he could be 300 plus pounds plus, but that's just what I'm saying. The only kind of downside is that he gets pushed back a little bit. Like if you can get in his chest, that definitely is a possibility to be an issue. If you're able to get in his chest and affect the passing lanes, that can definitely be an issue. Like for a lot of the heavier guys in the league, like TJ Watts and Aiden Hutchinson and these heavier pass rushers, Myles Garrett, these guys that are able to be strong, powerful, and don't rely on athletic ability solely, he could potentially struggle with these guys coming in. But the guys that are quick and only rely on athletic ability, don't really have a deep tool bag, he's a guy that he'll dominate those guys. You know what I'm saying? Again, able to stay in front of JT. This is great right here because this was another play where he didn't just get the ball immediately out of his hands. Able to stand in front of him and buy his quarterback some time to make the pass. Here he gets right up in the chest of JT again, and he kind of just has him in a straitjacket on this play. Nowhere to go. You're not going anywhere. Stay in front of me. You go where I tell you to go, pretty much. This is good right here. This is good stuff. This is a pass off block right here. As initially he's lined up in front of obviously JT here. JT stunts inside. Then he picks up this defensive lineman right here, kind of on a stunt move. And this is the great communication between the left tackle and the left guard. And sometimes you're not going to be able to communicate that. You're just going to have to know. And that's what it seemed like here from the Oregon. All Oregon tackles and offensive line, I should say, tackle and guard, is they just automatically knew, all right, I pass you off, JT, I'm going to pick up your guy, and I'm going to push him out of the play. That is great right there. I love that. Initially, JT going inside, he bull rushes the guard. He's trying to initially help out the guard on JT. Then he's like, all right, you got him. Let me go ahead and pick up yours. Passing him off. Now I got 58, and Dylan Gabriel has enough time to deliver a pass. This play here, it was a quick screen. JT was able to dodge under Josh Conerly Jr. and get out of his own reach. So, I mean, this could be looked at as a negative play because he was kind of quick. And it looks like he was a little slow off his feet or a little delayed potentially. Let me look at it again. So the ball snapped. Yeah, he kind of beat him off the ball. And again, that happens. It's a part of the game. You're not going to be perfect every single snap. So it looks like JT was able to beat him off the ball, and Josh Conerly Jr. kind of dropped back a little bit too late, so he wasn't really able to get a full extension on him and push him up the field how he wants to, as JT was able to duck under it. And thank God, he didn't get his hands on that pass because that could have been dangerous, tipped up in the pass, potential interception or incompletion. But yeah, he just seemed like he's a little bit flat-footed here. Delayed. JT was able to beat him off the ball and nearly got a tip pass. This play right here, it's a handoff. Okay, solid play. This one's good. I like this right here. JT kind of was in a stand up, standing up a little bit. Not really you know what I'm saying, locked in, I guess, on that play. I don't know if he was taking a rep off or 2-point stance, whatever. You know how those edge rushers, they like to line up differently. So Josh Conerly was able to get his hands on him and push him really up the field. He tried to dip over him. Josh Conerly was able to just still be able to kind of stay in front of him, allow Dillon Gabriel to deliver a pass, and it went for a modest gain. Again, you have JT pushing Josh Conerly Jr. in the lap of Dillon Gabriel, but Conerly fighting back, able to stand his ground. Right back into the film of Josh Conerly Jr. here, you're going to see him take full advantage of this edge rusher right here and just lay on him. I love when offensive linemen do that. Even his man right here did it. And this guy, I don't know if he weighs a $145, $150, but he should not be no pass rusher trying to get past Josh Conerly Jr. because you're going to get cooked. And as you see, both Josh Conerly Jr. and his teammate finishes both of these guys off and pancakes them. And I love when offensive linemen do this because it's like it's letting them know your play is over. You're not getting back up. It's over. I'm dominating this rep. And it was a great time. Great block right there by Josh Conerly Jr. able to open up the lane for Dillon Gabriel and his teammates to come over here and pull. So it's a keep by the quarterback Dillon Gabriel here, and the play is designed for Josh Conerly Jr. to come over this way and block, so then the lead blockers can come back this side and pull for Dillon Gabriel as it is shown, and they're able to get a solid modest gain. On this play again, Josh Conerly Jr. able to buy some time for his quarterback and allow him to get the pass off. This is one of my favorite plays I've seen thus far because look at him. This is a screen, and Josh Conerly Jr. did exactly what every single offensive lineman should do. Although we're all out in front, and it's not a lot of red jerseys right here, go find somebody. You should never be out in front as an offensive lineman on the screen and not touch a single person. Go find somebody, and that's what Josh Conerly Jr. did. He went to go look for somebody and cleaned him up, and now look, the gain of the screen is even more better. Now, this play right here is also impressive because, again, as I told you guys, in the NFL, you're going to ask to be blocked longer. Quarterbacks are going to hold on to the ball quite longer in the NFL, and not obviously by, you know, them not knowing how to get rid of the ball, but that's just sometimes how defenses are. Defenses are much better at the pro level, so it ain't going to be that quick of a read all the time. And here he had to block for an extensive period of time and was able to keep his hand in the chest of the defensive lineman and not allow him to do much. So that play right there didn't really go for a good game, but that's just the running back not being good and the hole's being open. Here, right here, Josh Conerly Jr. is able to block the defensive lineman and allow the run to go up the middle. This time right here, Josh Conerly Jr. is able to block and get out in front to open up the crease for the running back here. I think, if I'm being honest, looking at Josh Conerly Jr.'s film, for me thus far, I like his pass protection game more than a run blocker. I'm not saying that he's not, you know, good at a run blocker, but I think that's definitely something that he's gonna have to work on at the next level, being able to open up these lanes for the runner. But as a pass protector, I think Josh Conerly Jr. he has it, man. He has it for sure. Look at the difference in Josh Conerly Jr.'s pass blocking and his run blocking. Here is a pass blocker, bro. That guy he has no chance. This is absolutely great stuff by Josh Conerly. Just pushing him out of play, keeping him in front of you, and really just controlling him, letting him know you're going where I want you to go. Josh Conerly able to get to the second level. This is a nice play right here on the run game. Able to get to the second level after touching the defensive lineman and then touch another one, and able to allow his running back to get a crease opened. This is him actually pulling right here, and not really the best in terms of production out of the running back, but it was still a solid game after him pushing and being able to open up somewhat of a hole. But again, like I said, as a pass blocker, I think he has a chance to be an elite pass blocker. Oh my God, that's very good right there. That's very, very good. Look at him here on the screen, able to just get his hands on the defensive line. That's the first thing you want to do. Again, you want to get out here. This takes athletic skill. A lot of guys think big guys are just fat people and can't move. No, it takes some athletic skill to be able to do this on a screen. You have to first touch him, get him out of the way. Then you have to sprint your tail full speed over here and get out in front to be the lead block, as he's able to do. And again, he impresses me so much with how quick he is and how sturdy he is for his pass protection. I have no doubts in my mind that his run block will improve, especially being at the next level and being with a lot of the vets. But early on, looking at his film, he's definitely predicated to being a pass protector. And I could see him, if Laramie Tunsil does not pan out, I could see him being the blindside pass protector for Jaden Daniels if need be. But as a right tackle, I think he's going to come in and immediately be a star. I really do. Like this pass, look at him. Look at him, bro. His pass protection is elite. I'm not going to lie to you. And Dylan Gabriel threw an interception here. That's pretty bad. But Josh Conerly did good on that rep. Another play in which they have no way to get to the quarterback here. Josh Conerly is simply shutting down this left side and keeping the DN right in front of him. His quickness, his strength is too much for him, and he's just physical beast. It's insane. Here again on the run game. Again, maybe Oregon's run game isn't as good either, too, because their running back does not really do much. But also Josh Conerly and the rest of the offensive line has to do a better job at running, being a better run blocker. This is a good block right here, if you ask me. Able to get the block on the edge rusher and kind of open up this opening right here. And shout out to number 6 for pushing this guy out too, allowing Dylan Gabriel to have a lane and really have a really good run. Here, right here, this is what I want to see. How is he getting out in space on a toss? So this is a toss to the left. Josh Conerly Jr. is the lead block, the main guy here. Let's see what happens. Josh Conerly able to somewhat touch the other edge rush of the defensive player and open up a little bit of lane, but not nothing too impressive. Again, this is his bread and butter. Pass protection is what he does best. And he'll definitely improve on the run game at the next level. Look at this. Pass protection again. Solid. And that's where he thrives at the most. Not able. Look how long Dylan Gabriel has to decide to throw the ball, bro. He's cleaning this dude, bro. He's literally shutting him down. Has all day. He can build a freaking house back there. With that being said, let me know what you guys about this video in the comment section down below. How do you feel about Josh Conerly Jr.? Do you think he's going to come in and be an immediate impacted player for the Washington Commanders? I truly think so. I think he thrives at pass protection, and I think he's going to be really good for the next 10, 15 years as a right tackle or left tackle. He has a lot to work on in terms of being a better run blocker, but that will come over time. But there you have it. Let me know what you guys think about this video down below in the comment section. As always, me, your boy Juan Gotti. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe to the channel. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers, so we greatly appreciate if you can reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Y'all have a blessed one. Stay safe. Be easy out there. Peace.
Never gave a ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a lawn.